Point of clarification, is it one of my things or something else?
Whatever's safest for you to answer.
I'm not going to tell my own story right now because I'm going to tell someone else's story. Jason Mann's. You know this story?
No.
Do you know Jason Mann's story? Some of you do. The rest of you don't. So Jason was in Birmingham last week, and he was sitting in his room, in his hotel room. This is what relates to your question. Playing his guitar, and he gets up, goes to the bathroom, comes back, and there's a fresh, unopened, I like the term fresh in this context, condom sitting on his chair, which is not his, which did not fall out of his pocket. And he was trying to figure out what type of ghost would have done it. And we never got to the bottom, we never figured out what kind of ghost would do that. Obviously a safety-minded ghost. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hey Misha.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
I was wondering, when you knew that you were going to get the role as Castiel, the angel,
yes.
How did you prepare for it, and how was the first shooting day of the first episode with you in it?
I prepared for it I think I prepared for it by kind of thinking, oh shit, how do I do this? I didn't know really how to play. It's a funny thing because I did take some acting classes and read some acting books and thought about acting a little bit along the way. And what everyone tells you is you've gotta, get into the character, think like the character thinks, find, human traits that are like yours that, relate to the character. But what they never prepare you for is when you're playing a non-human character. When you're an angel, there's no set way to do that. So I was kind of at a loss. I actually I was hiking up on this mountain. I'm super embarrassed to admit this, and I don't know why I'm going to carry on, but I was on a hike, and up on the top of this mountain, and I got to the peak, and I sat down on a rock, and I kind of looked out over everything, and I just sat there for a little while, and I thought, this was Castiel's perspective before he came to Earth. Like, he was just up from a very, very great distance, looking down, and had no real connection, just this kind of overview of the things that were going on, but he wasn't involved. That was actually one thing, and I sat there for quite a while. That was one thing that I did. And then I also developed my deep, gravelly Cass voice. That was another layer of preparation that I did. And then on the first day of shooting, I still hadn't really watched much of the show when I got there, so I didn't really quite understand how it works with supernatural characters on the show. And Kim Manners was directing, and we did the first take of the scene, and he came up to me and his note was, let's try that again, but try not to be so spooky. And so it was a little weird. I was trying to be less spooky in the first day of shooting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.